Okay, so in this video, I'm going to take a look at how to download and install the Visual Studio, Microsoft Visual Studio IDE. So it'll provide us with a few options, and typically the three are community, professional, and enterprise. These lower two generally involves some kind of fee or subscription, and the community version is the one that's typically available as a single user license and for free. So that's the one that we're going to go with. So I'm not going to build apps just there at the moment, but we have here VS Community executable file. Let's open that up, just download it. And Visual Studio installer, continue. And I might pause while that's going on. Okay, so we now have got to installing Visual Studio Community, and generally speaking, you're probably not going to install everything because the libraries are immense and takes up a lot of space. But for good measure, we might just throw in Python. We may be the universal Windows platform, so C#, VB, and C++. A desktop development with C++. And do we need mobile development? No, I think that suffices. If you look at this, it's quite substantial. It's 17.62 gigabytes. So if we remove this, let's see, that's 16, that's not so big. Universal, that's the big one there, and desktop. Okay. Okay, so we've ticked off these three. The biggest one here is the Universal Windows Platform, but I'm going to hold on to it because it's that C# and Visual Basic can be useful. So let's install. And that's going to take a little while, obviously, so I'll pause while we toggle through the installation process. Okay, so it's taking some time. This is not very fast. I don't know if we can see here the, I think 5 minutes or so has elapsed. So we'll pause again the recording, come back once complete. Okay, so we got to the end of the installation process, and we have to reboot required. So success, one more step to go, please restart. Okay, let's go with restart. Okay, so we relaunched, and now we have to find our Visual Studio, so Microsoft Visual Studio. And we went through the installation, and Teams, Silverware. Okay, so we'll just put in Visual Studio. Okay, and it's opening. We might pause while that's taking place. Okay, so it remembers me from a previous account that I had. So Visual Studio, I've by default signed in, although I haven't actively signed in, but it recognizes me, and I will pause for a moment. In fact, okay, so now we have basically, if we share screen, okay, so we now have a place where we can set up our project, to create a new project. And this is important. Okay, just make sure I'm sharing the screen. Okay, and we want to create a new project. So create a new project. And we're going to look for C++ empty project. So somewhere here, let's see, the template's empty. Empty project C++. Okay, so let's go next. And we'll call this project Black Scholes. So Black Scholes Greeks. So create. Now I'm happy with this directory and location. If not, we could change the solution name Black Scholes Greeks, and I'll just tick on that. So create. And the project's been created. Okay, so I need to share screen again. And okay, so I think this is, we have this share screen. Okay, that's fine. Next thing, insert a new item. Okay, and that'll give us a blank canvas. Now, there could be header files or C++ files. We just need, in this instance, because it's a single script, a C++ file. And now we have solution and somewhere to put our code. Now, where can we get our code? We can go into Vinegar Hill. I'll just show you that for a moment. So we go back into Vinegar Hill, and we have some C++ code just here, originally taken from Fabrice. And I think I made a change on the original code to include dividend. And that will output Black Scholes Greeks for a stock that has a dividend yield. Okay, and we need to go back into Visual Studio, and we'll paste. So this bit is just a test to make sure that everything is working. It's pasted in. Now we could format that a little bit better, but just in the interest of saving time, I'm going to execute that. And no issues have been found, so that's good. And because might be here that the results appear and then disappear very quickly. No, they appeared, that's fine. So this is the Black Scholes put and those Greeks, that's fine.